Now, I ain't gonna hold y'all. These aren't exactly hires that please me, and I'm not too big of a fan of them. 14 and 23. Good gosh almighty. That's definitely not good, but hey, it is what it is. Welcome to the team, partner. And the more I think about it, the more I am definitely worried and concerned about these hires and just the Alabama football program moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got a brand new update on the Alabama defensive coordinator situation, and it's been a messy situation up until this point. And I do apologize for being a little late to this news, because when I first heard it, it was early this morning, but I didn't believe it. I just thought it was a rumor going on, but come to find out, we made a different video earlier today. I'm sure you guys saw that on the Trey Amos situation, or Amos. And yeah, come to find out, after I uploaded that video, it's official. Alabama has hired a new defensive coordinator. And the reason I wasn't quick to believe the news when I heard it this morning is because yesterday, everybody was talking about, oh yeah, Alabama's about to hire T-Rob back. For those who don't know, T-Rob is the nickname for Travarius Robinson, who just left Alabama to go to Georgia. That was a interesting situation, to say the least. I don't know if I've ever seen something quite like that in all my years of covering this sport. You got an assistant coach on the defensive side of the ball leave Alabama. Alabama then proceeds to hire a new head coach, and then within 48 hours, that same guy who just left to go to Georgia, a rival school of Alabama, he is interviewing for the defensive coordinator position? That was weird, okay? We'll leave it at that. Weird to say the least, and a lot of people thought T-Rob was going to take the job as a defensive coordinator, but to make an extremely long story short here, didn't work out. Whether T-Rob turned it down or Kalen DeBoer decided to look elsewhere, doesn't matter. The point is, T-Rob was not going to be the defensive coordinator. And fast forward time into late last night, there were some rumors and speculation swirling around that he was going to go after South Alabama's head coach, Kane Wommack. And from everything I've seen, it's official. Kane Wommack, he is officially joining the Alabama Crimson Tide, and he announced earlier this morning he's leaving South Alabama, or he is quote-unquote resigning. From everything I've heard up until this point, he should be landing in Tuscaloosa, Alabama sometime tonight. Probably when you're seeing this video, he's landing. He probably won't get the warm welcome that Kalen DeBoer got, but maybe some people show up. I guess I'll have to wait and see. As far as it goes for the hire itself, I don't even know what to tell you guys because I don't know anything about Kane Wommack. I'll tell you what, though, we got some hard names to pronounce. Kalen DeBoer, not exactly easy for your casual fan, and Kane Wommack, they're definitely more confusing than previous head coaches and assistant coaches. But outside of that, on a serious note here, I wish I could grade this hire, but I simply can't because I don't know much about the guy. And I love giving you guys my opinions and thoughts, but if there's a situation like this one where I know nothing about it, I can't speak on it. I refuse to speak on it. I'll leave it up to you guys. If you know anything about Wommack, let us know in the comment section. What do you think about this? The only thing I know about him, and this is a certainty, is that him and Kalen DeBoer, they're good friends. I think this will also help out recruiting a little bit because we got a coach who's familiar with the Southeast. He's been around the block. And here's what Wommack had to say about him leaving South Alabama and Kalen DeBoer. Matt wrote a clip.
Kalen DeBoer and I have always had such great appreciation for one another professionally and personally. He is one of my closest friends in the business. I trust him as much as I probably do anybody in this profession. I believe in him as a coach. I believe him as a person and human being.
All right, I'm going to pause this right here and let me know in the comment section if you know anything about this. Where is the connection with Wommack and Kalen DeBoer? I just don't understand. After this video clip, I'll look up Wommack's background info and we'll see if he played with him or something.
And we always knew that if there was a chance to get to work together one day, that was something that we at least wanted to explore, and just felt like the stars aligned to be able to do it here, you know, at Alabama. And so it's been a special opportunity, right, that has fallen into place to be able to do that.
All right, there's that. Let's pull up his Wikipedia here. We'll do this in live time. Wait a minute. He's only 36? Okay, this guy's young. I thought it was like, shoot, man, 45 or something. I cannot believe he's only 36 years old. He's from Springfield, Missouri. Playing career, he played at Arkansas. Didn't know that. Southern Miss, and he was a fullback and tight end. Coaching career started at 2010 at UT Martin, then went to Jacksonville State, Ole Miss. Okay, so he's very familiar with the South. Still trying to figure out where the friendship comes from. Maybe they just talk on the phone and whatnot. But yeah, definitely a interesting hire. Similar to Kalen DeBoer, wasn't your splash in the pan because not too many people know a lot about DeBoer, including myself. But I would say another reason why it's super interesting is because Alabama just hired a defensive coordinator from a non-Power 5 school. That is something that you don't see every day, and you might not see it ever again. And I'd say this much, you'll never see it again if this fails. Wait a minute. As when I'm speaking and making this video, we got an update. Alabama is expected to hire Buffalo head coach Maurice Linguist as defensive assistant, likely working with the secondary, sources tell Cloud, which is the same source that broke the news that Saban's retiring. Linguist, who finished his third season at UB, which is Buffalo, is a second sitting FBS coach to join. What is this even saying? What is a second sitting? I don't know what that means. It probably doesn't even matter too much. He's a second sitting FBS head coach to join Kalen DeBoer's defensive staff. Linguist, a former player at Baylor, has SEC experience at A&M, Mississippi State, and also worked briefly at Michigan before landing the Buffalo job, where he's 14-23. Good gosh almighty. That's definitely not good, but hey, it is what it is. Welcome to the team, partner. Charles said Buffalo fans have to hate Alabama athletics, and yep, if you know, you know. Speaking of Alabama, we played Missouri, and no, I'm not talking about football, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about the basketball team. We're the number one team in the SEC. We're 3-0. For those of y'all who don't know, I love watching Alabama basketball. Love it. Now, I ain't gonna hold y'all. These aren't exactly hires that please me, and I'm not too big of a fan of them. We're hiring a head coach who just went 22-16 in the non-Power 5, and now a head coach from Buffalo who went, 14-23? Yeah, I think it goes without being said. You got to be a flat-out idiot to even try to hype these hires up. They're not good. Granted, keep in mind, I'm not saying they won't be good, but there's nothing to point at here where you go, oh yeah, these are great hires, because in reality, they're not. And I can't use the old argument of, remember when we hired Lane Kiffin and Sarkisian? It's like, oh yeah, we'll just bring them along. Yeah, they sucked as head coaches, but they're at the Nick Saban rehab facility now. Well, now the Nick Saban Rehabilitation Center is gone. I don't know if Kalen DeBoer has a rehab center in T-Town. I don't know if Kalen DeBoer can rehab all these failed head coaches and turn them into great head coaches. I don't. And the more I think about it, the more I am definitely worried and concerned about these hires and just the Alabama football program moving forward. We are winners, okay? We're winners. And we just hired two head coaches that aren't familiar or too familiar with winning. And I've said it before, and I'm going to continue to say it. I am backing my program, Alabama, my university, and more important, my head coach, Kalen DeBoer. I support his decisions on 10,000%, not just 100%, 10,000%. If he wanted to hire some random dude at the gas station to be the head coach, I'm backing him. I'm supporting it. And let me throw this in there before we end off the video. Just because I don't necessarily like these, I'm not really a fan of them, that doesn't have to influence your decision whatsoever. We can agree to disagree. You may love these guys, you may love these hires, but for me personally, I can't like something that I'm not familiar with. I do like the Womack hire way more than bringing in the head coach from Buffalo, just due to the fact that Womack's familiar with the SEC. The Buffalo head coach, that one's a little questionable. And I think most people watching this video, you probably are a fan of the Womack hire. I understand that one just because he is from the Southeast. He was okay at South Alabama. But the Buffalo one, that guy that we just brought in with that breaking news, my apologies, that one doesn't make any sense. That one to me is the ultimate head scratcher just due to various factors and various reasons. I'll leave it at this. I hope this works out. Let me know your thoughts down below. But